A bit cloudy today. We did have some rain in the night as well. And we have got some more forecasted as well going into this night, so might be a perfect time, you know, to start spreading some of that muck. Give it a chance to soak in a bit more. Grass is a little bit long though for us to do this, but we aren't going to be putting any cows out in this field to graze. We aren't also going to be making any bales from it, so I think it just makes sense to shift it. Shift it while we can, and yeah, hope that the rain soaks it in a bit. You can tell that we are starting to get into them winter months. We are truly in autumn right now. I just thought I'd start up the Ford, warm it up. It is needed with that tractor. It really is. So far though, I've had no issues at all with this. We're going to try and test it out a little bit today, hopefully. I am going to try my best to maybe shift the muck with it, but only in the field where the cows have just been, because it's more level. I don't think it'll have much chance in this field. I think the 7810 struggles in here, especially when I'm going uphill. I am surprised that that's still here. George did say usually pick it up after a day. Maybe they're a little bit busy. Anyway, let's go and sort the cows out. We'll let them out. We don't need to keep them in all the time at the moment. It isn't that cold in the day. But we are bringing them back in at night. So we'll go give them a bit of feed as well. We'll top that up while they're out in the field. Clean them out. I think that should be good enough. There we go. Job done. Ah, they know I'm here. You can hear them. Well, let's just see how they're getting on, and then we'll let them out. They look happy enough anyway. Right, let me guide them out. Well, at least the sun's coming out, starting to break through them clouds. And they're happy to be back out. But yeah, all sorted. Plenty of water in the trough. Pump's working fine. They've got a bit of feed out here just to top them up, just in case. Just to keep them conditioned whilst they're grazing. Grass isn't that good anymore where they're grazing. Obviously, a little bit less there just because of the time of the year. But they're alright. They've got a bit of feed to keep them over. Put some hay there. Plenty of feed, really. And I've also cleaned them out in here and had a look at the feed in there. Got a bit of it. Maybe should give them something fresh, but we'll have a quick look at it before the end of the day. Mucked out as well, so we've got plenty of muck now sitting in the pile, ready to put on the field. I think we might time this really well, just before the rain. Hey up now. Who's this? Who's this? Ah, it's Mick. Wonder what this is. Hey up, Mick. Everything alright, mate? You got some good news for me or some bad news? It's not good. It's not good. I know George won't like it, put it that way. Right, I've been looking at this all night. I was in the workshop till about 10. Your harvester, well, it's seen better days, and it needs some serious work to it. Now the good news is, I can fix it. I can fix it. I can get the parts, and I can probably get it fixed to you, probably within a week, I'd say. Problem is, it's going to cost a bit. Now I'm ringing you because I want you to tell George. I'm not telling George, I'll leave that to you. But I've calculated with the parts and obviously a little bit for my labour, it's about 4,800. And that's with me giving you a bit of a fair deal on the labour side. Oh man, 4,800. I mean, it is what it is, Mick. I mean, it's good that you can get it fixed. I'm just going to have to check with George. You'll have to leave it with me and I'll let you know. Thanks for letting me know though, and I appreciate you looking at it. Yeah, it's alright. Just let me know. As soon as you give me the go ahead, I'll order them parts in for you. Alright, see you later, mate. Right. 4,800. Jiminy. That is a fair chunk of wedge. It really is. I mean, trying to think what we'd make from the actual crop itself. We might even just break even, you know. I mean, in a way, it could be good because then we'd have the harvester for future harvests, unless it packs in again. But to be honest, I do think the problem's arisen because of the fact it's just not been used in such a long time. Maybe it's just accumulated, been neglected, and now, unfortunately, there's a big bill for it. Well, I'm the one who's got to tell George now, so that's something I'm not going to look forward to. But I did need to speak to George anyway. I was going to ask him to take me up to the shop, because I want to go and buy this Ford. I have decided that I like it a lot. I do like it. I think it's a good first tractor. Looking at the horsepower, we can definitely use the windrow. I think we might even get away with spreading some fur with it. And we can definitely use the mower and the tedder and the hay bob. So we can do a fair whack with it. We really can. Obviously can't do the majority of the stuff, but that's why we got George's tractors. But I like it, and I think for a first tractor, it suits me well. So let's speak to George and see if he'll mind dropping me off. We're about 8:45, so by the time we get there, it'll be open. Morning, George. It's a nice day. Did you hear that rain last night? It was pretty heavy.
I did. It was heavy, you're right. Supposed to be some more this evening. Good time to spread some muck.
Exactly what I was thinking. Think I'll get that done later on. Any chance I can use your 7810 for that? Just because the field across, it's a little bit uphill at times, and the other Ford, the steep nose, it kind of struggles.
Yeah, I don't see why not. I think you've proved yourself. That's fine with me. Yeah, try and get a few loads done. Best time is now, just before the rain.
Yeah, I will. I'll try and get a couple of loads done today. I've sorted the cows out. They're all sorted out in the field. Happy, and I've cleaned them out. So what I was going to ask you is, if you didn't mind, any chance you can drop me off at the store, at the dealership. I want to go and pay for this tractor, make it official. And I've got my van up there, so I kind of need a lift, just so I can bring it back.
Yeah, that's fine. No problem at all. Give me, say, 10 minutes, and I'll be outside.
Oh, cheers for that, George. Really appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
Are you falling asleep there? Stop faffing about, I'm ready.
No, I'm not falling asleep. Just waiting for you. I'm in no rush. I'm in no rush today. Right, if you're ready to go, let's go.
Oh, you can drive down.
Are you sure?
Yeah, you drive, and I'll drive back, obviously.
Alright, and George, no problem. Let's hop in. Right. Should be open by the time we get there. Do you mind if I have a bit of music on?
Oh, I don't want that on.
Alright then, no problem. I'm going to keep trying. One day I'll find some music you like.
I'm not so sure about that.
Anyway, George, I have spoke to Mick.
Oh, God. What's he say?
Well, it's not good. I'll be honest with you. I don't know any other way to tell you. It's not good. You can fix it, but it's going to cost us 4,800.
4,800? Are you kidding me? Oh my God. I can get a brand new one for that.
I don't know. All I know is he says he's doing us a favour as well. It's the parts, George. He's taking a bit of a cut on the normal amount he charge for the labour. So I'm going to leave it to you. He's told me to tell you, and he says as soon as you give it the go ahead, he'll order the parts.
Oh, 4,800. Blooming hell, Scroft. That is a lot of money, you know.
Yeah, I know. It is. When I heard, I thought, I don't know how you were going to decide on this one, I'll be honest. Well, I mean, all I can say to you is at least we'll have the harvester running for anything else we do in the future. And maybe from the canola we do now, we might break even on the repair. You never know, you might make a bit more. But at least we'll have an harvester running, and technically the canola will have funded that.
Yeah, I never thought of it like that. You're going to have to let me think about it. I really do need to think about this one. And I'll let you know before the end of the day. Or I'll ring Mick myself and see if we can get a bit of a discount.
I think he might be giving us a bit of a discount, but if you want to try, I don't blame you, to be honest. But yeah, he's good. He's a good guy, Mick is. I don't think he'd do us anything unless it was a good deal anyway.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Right, thanks for the lift, George. I'll be all good from here. I'll see you back at the farm, mate. There we go, all done. Paperwork's in hand. It's officially my tractor. How cool is that? That is epic, it really is. Proper chuffed to bits now. 5,000 down though. So we best start saving again. But at least we got our own tractor now. To use as much as possible. That's the main thing. So let's head back. It's about 10 o'clock now. Nice enough weather. Get out in the fields. I might even start off by doing the first load in our tractor, just to see how she gets on. I thought I'd just quickly drive past Mick's place, just to see if we can see the harvester, see if it's in there. Being a bit nosy here. There she is. Just about glimpsed her then. So he's obviously had a look, like he said, and he's just waiting now. I guess he's got plenty of other things on anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I'm just hopeful that George agrees to it. I mean, it's a lot of money, but I still think it's the right thing to do. But I'm not going to tell George that because I don't want to influence him. It is purely his decision to make. I think, you know, what a nice way to start the new farmyard. Because this will be ready to harvest probably just after we move in to the new farm. So, what a good way to start off by harvesting some canola and making some straw for the farm. Anyway, let's park this up. We might need to think about leaving some space this time for the Ford, because we're going to have to park that here as well. Right, let's there we go. Gives me a better angle for this. I think that's about right. Give myself enough space on that side, I'd say. Maybe straighten up a little. There we go, spot on. I can just about get out now. So I think the perfect thing to do now would be to test out this tractor. Let's see how she gets on. I mean, it is asking quite a bit to see if this Ford will pull that full, but I mean, it's pretty level out there. And if it doesn't work, we can always unhitch and get into the 7810, which George did let me use this time, so that's even better news. Yeah, let's give it a go. This one's full up, pretty much. I mean, this storage area down here is quite low. I've been making sure to fill up the muck pile out in the field. It's got a little bit more space, and I think it's better to have it stored there. We don't want to get the same problem we had when I first started on the farm, which is too much muck there and not enough over in the actual muck pile. Right, so let's hook up to this. There we go. Didn't want to get in that, didn't then? The connection. A little bit tricky, so I'm hoping now it should be fine after that. Maybe it's something I should check. Just to see. It's probably been a while since I've never had to do anything like that. It's with this tractor, so... Oh, so far it's pulling it alright. I feel like we might be dipping down a little bit. Let's just check this out. I mean, it seems alright. It's a bit big for it. Or maybe it's about right. I do think, though, it's a bit underpowered for what we're asking it to do. But anyway, let's start making our way around this field and just try and shift as much as possible. See how she gets on. So far, so good. PTO's running fine. Just going to make our way around the field. Going downhill won't be an issue. It's going uphill I'm worried about. Yeah, pretty good so far. Pretty good. I might even get the drone out for this. I think it'll be perfect for the drone. As long as we don't go near the cows. Don't want to spread any muck on them. I don't think they'll appreciate that. We best just keep it in this patch here that we mowed. Oh, now I'm starting to worry. This is where I think we're going to need the horsepower. Getting up this hill. Come on. Come on, girl, you can do this. And she's just about climbing it, in all fairness. She is climbing it. The workload on the engine must be high right now. It's obviously turning that PTO and climbing up this hill. But it's doing a good job. I don't think it'll be able to do the other field though, because that is quite steep. In places of that field it's really steep. Yeah, overall pretty decent. I'll try and do at least one pass around the field and we'll have a quick look at how much muck's left. And we might go and fill it back up before we do the second, just because we're probably going to run out again. I don't want to run out at a part where we could have been on the level ground instead of uphill. Let's just have a look now, turn it off. We haven't got much left. Yeah, I think it makes sense. We'll go get the load all, put the bucket on it. In fact, we may as well use the Massey. It's already hooked up to that. I think as well, it'd be a perfect time for me to get my drone out. Clear skies. I think we can get some good footage of this. Right, so that's this field all done. I've shifted about 3 loads. So this will actually be my 4th. I'm going to fill it up and then we're going to switch tractors and we're going to start working on the other field. But yeah, so far it's actually turned out to be a decent job. We're about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, so plenty of sunshine left before the rain hits. Plenty of time for us to shift this muck. You never know, by the end of the day, this pile might be completely empty for once. So it'll be the first. I do like looking at them sheep. They look happy. Alright, so let's fill this up. And then we'll go switch over to the 7810. And then we can focus on carrying this job on. We're doing a pretty good job so far. I think George will be happy. I'm just hoping he makes that decision soon to let either me or Mick know. And then we can start at least getting it fixed. It's going to take some time, so probably Mick doesn't want it lingering over him. And to be honest, I'm not looking forward to getting that back onto the yard if we basically haven't got it running, because it's going to be a nightmare to get that back. But anyway, I'll crack on with this. I'll get it filled up and then we'll start working on the other field. Right, full up, ready to go. Let's get a move on. I'm happy with this tractor though, it's done pretty well. I mean, this muck spreader actually requires more horsepower than this actually tractor's got. So we've pretty much put it through its paces and it's passed. It's passed with flying colours. It's struggling right now, but obviously it will do going uphill. That's why we're going to switch over to the 7810. It didn't do too bad on this field going uphill over there, but I think, you know, we shouldn't give it this kind of battering when it doesn't really need it. We can always switch over and make our life a little bit easier, because this is full up now to the brim, so it's going to struggle. But yeah, we'll switch over to the 7810. It will make our life a lot easier, and the job easier as well. I'm hoping I can get past this truck. I think I might be able to. Not the ideal place to park it though. Come on, there we go. Job done. Right, let's get hooked up and we'll head down. Just about. Just about. Maybe a few bushes in the way, but you know, it'll be alright. Let's go and head down to this field then. Not doing too bad really when it comes to the grass work this year. For a first time back farming in these fields, I think they've turned out pretty well. Some decent feed for the cows. I don't know what we're going to do though soon. We do need to try and come up with a bit of a plan to get some more acres under us. I've got a feeling with the cows that George plans on getting, even if that's through breeding or through buying, I think he's going to do a bit of a mixture. That's why we got the bull. I've just got a feeling it's going to be a little difficult with the feed we've got in these fields. We need some more acres, so we'll have to see what his plan is for that as well. Now you can tell by this hill, look how steep it is. I don't think the other tractor would have any chance, so we're going to work our way downhill here. I think that's the best bet. So we'll put the handbrake on here, and what we're going to do is turn her on and we're going to get going. Hey, oh, what the hell was that noise? What was that? Oh man. What was that? It sounded like to me that the tyre. Oh man. Goddamn tyre's gone, hasn't it? The last thing I wanted. Well, we can't carry on now. You can see that the air's seeping out of that pretty quick. I don't even think I can drag this back. I think we're going to have to unhitch this. Yeah, we're going to have to leave this, aren't we? Go speak to George. I don't know any other way. See what his plan is. See if he's got a pump and we can put the air back into it and figure out if we can just get it back to the yard, because it's getting too flat for me to haul that through the field and on the road. Hurry up now. Oh, don't you dare, don't you dare. Oh my god. How the hell has that just happened? Oh, George is going to kill me.